Hello, Catholic person. Are you sad?
Uh-huh.
Why is that so?
Well, you see, Mr. Disembodied Voice, I'm concerned with the state of the Church.
Oh, you mean all the liturgical innovations?
Uh-huh.
And removal of all traditional forms of piety?
Yeah.
You must adore the Tridentine Mass, right?
Yep, the Mass of the Ages.
Sorry, I didn't know that you're a modernist.
What?
You use the new form of the Mass, the one introduced at the Protestantism-influenced Tridentine Council. I like my Mass better when it was before the Tridentine Council. Yes, introducing the Tridentiest Mass, the way true Catholics really worshipped before all the modernism kicked in the 16th century. Let us compare the Tridentiest Mass with the so-called Mass of the Ages, shall we? We all know the vestments used for Latin Mass. However, these leave out a couple of important pieces used until 16th century, including, but not limited to, taurobolium, an altar-shaped headgear, and the right-hand maniple. In the Tridentine Mass, Latin is used. However, in the Tridentiest Mass, the Latin from the time of Jesus is used. In the new form of the Old Mass, priest makes the sign of the cross 52 times during the service. Weakling. In the old form of the Old Mass, priest makes the sign of the cross a whopping 367 times. Why not 365? Because Christ is risen from the dead. In the watered-down version of the Tridentiest Mass, the priest elevates consecrated host and chalice only for a brief while. In the original form, the priest was supposed to keep them elevated as long as he possibly could, regardless of the consequences. In the Protestantism-influenced Mass, the laity would receive the consecrated host on the tongue, but were denied the chalice. In the actual Mass, only the priest would receive the consecrated host, with the laity being barred from the communion altogether, as is only proper. No one gets the chalice. In the new communion service, people are permitted to receive communion only if they confess their mortal sins. However, in the olden rite, the priest would have to confess all of his venial sins. That is why old confessionals had food buckets and water buckets, and were equipped with a small uncomfortable bed, so that confession of all the sins could be completed. And finally, why use the new heretical form of the Rosary with 3 sets of mysteries, when you can have the original Rosary, with 1 set of mysteries? The whiny mysteries. Mystery 1. They removed the altar rail and now God isn't even real. Mystery 2. Clown Mass. Mystery 3. Jews. Mystery 4. Protestants. Mystery 5. I don't like the current Pope, assuming he is the Pope in the first place. Yes, the Tridentiest Mass comes with an instant get-out-of-purgatory free card, and it comes with the highest bragging rights that you can redeem at your favorite Catholic forum that lacks an imprimatur. Get it? Redeem? I hope I have managed to convince you that the way you worship is faulty. It is wrong. You're getting nowhere assuming you're not going to hell. And you are, because you receive the Most Holy Eucharist with unconfessed venial sins. Despicable.